My role is town planner. My job is to oversee all the elements of the proposal are in place and according with the assessment notification, as well as working closely with the draftsperson designing the placement of sectors in the community.
My role is draftsperson. My job is designing buildings slash housing options or transport stations.
My role is Sustainability Coordinator. I am in charge of researching sustainable elements/practices within the proposal committee that must be applied to all sectors of the community.
My role is Growth Coordinator, and I'm in charge of studying how the population growth may impact the community, looking at the data and how the council will cater for this growth.
The major goal for our suburb Tafiti is to be an educational hub for all ages. We will seek to provide our citizens with a variety of options and levels of education to help them support them later in life. We will offer both public, private and Catholic schooling to accommodate all residents, and all other aspects of our suburb will revolve around this.
The first sector is that of the transport sector. Through this aspect of our suburb, we will seek to provide our citizens with a variety of options. One of the main options we will be putting into the use of that of a metro system. This will allow a large number of people to be frequently commuting to a variety of locations. We plan to have multiple stops located through the growth area and a few extra lines running through the industrial and residential areas. Our transport options would include a variety of bike lanes to help reduce carbon emissions, and we'll try to have private bus lines to encourage people to catch public transport.
Once all transport options have been provided, we'll be able to see a large decrease in how many people use their cars and other vehicles. Currently, over 25% of people use cars, and only 18% of people catch buses. We believe by the end of 2036, we'll get only 10% of people who will be driving a vehicle.
We will be relating this sector back to our main goal by providing a variety of transport routes that will run near our educational facilities. We'll also be providing student discounts for these transportation of public transport.
For our residential sector, we'll be planning to create a more unit-style housing utilising the term building upwards instead of outwards. This will help to accommodate our rapidly growing population. Other forms of housing we will be using is that of townhouses, in order to accommodate for larger families who may not be able to support themselves within an apartment. On top of this, all newly constructed houses must contain solar panels in order to support sustainability within our suburb.
With townhouses and apartments, we will be able to house much more people than individual housing. This will allow for easier living conditions and allow for everything to be close to these buildings. This will allow for shops to be closed and easily accessed for people living in these buildings. Currently, we are seeing that more people are moving to apartments, as between many years, there has been an increase such as 20% of people who live in apartments. This will also mean that we'll be able to extend the number of apartments we have because of the building up instead of building out. This will be much efficient than other types of living style. The high rises and apartments will be much cheaper than houses, and this will mean that more people will move in to high rises than houses as they are cheaper. Rent will be cheap and less money will be spent on furniture and other appliances.
We will relate this to our educational facilities through the use of townhouses. This will increase the appeal for families to move into the area.
The community facilities sector is the most important sector in our suburb, as it contains our educational facilities, which are a major goal. We plan to provide our suburb with a variety of hospitals close to our residential areas for easy access, and we will be providing our suburb with a variety of different types of schooling that will include all levels from primary to university levels, and we will also include Catholic, private and public schooling to accommodate for all. On top of this, we will include a variety of worship areas to help encourage cultural diversity and to appeal to a larger demographic.
We will attempt to create a suburb that follows Australia's general statistics on private, public and Catholic schooling. According to the Australian Bureau of Statistics, 65.5% of Australians attend public schooling, 19.9% attend Catholic schooling, and 14.5% attend private schooling. Following these statistics will include majority public, however in an attempt to not alienate those of other cultures, will include multi-purpose schools rather than a large portion of Catholic schooling, as this may deter the growing migrant part of the population from moving to our suburb.
We will be relating this toward our main goal by having the inter-school sporting competitions held by the council. This will help provide sporting options for students that will be both competitive and enjoyable. This will also help to provide for students to attend schools for other reasons than academics, if they are known as a strong sporting school.
The final sector that we will include within our suburb is that of green spaces. We will be providing our suburb with renewable energy sources such as hydro and wind turbines. This helps to create jobs for our citizens and will provide them with an unlimited source of energy. On top of this, we will be implementing park spaces for events and recreational use.
Currently, 13% of Australian household energy is renewable, and by 2036 we are planning to increase this percentage by 55% within our suburb as we move forward. We are going to achieve this by using solar power as the primary source of energy and having wind turbines that will support the energy used whenever solar power is not sufficient.
Overall, we believe that Tefte is the best suburb for future Australians to live in, based off the fact that it offers premium education for all levels, accommodates for the population growth for the next 18 years, and is a leading suburb in the integration of green spaces, recreational sectors, residential sectors, community facilities, and transportation.